Pete Davidson, a talented comedian, discusses a personal and meaningful topic that has shaped his life. In this touching talk, he recalls losing his father, a valiant firefighter who died on 9/11. The most impressive part is how Pete found comfort, recovery, and surprising strength via comedy. Let's see what they said. Saturday Night Live came back on the air for its 49th season with a serious and thoughtful segment by former cast member Pete Davidson, reflecting on the Israel-Hamas war. In the opening scene, the guy from Staten Island talked straight to the camera, reminding everyone that his dad, who was a firefighter in New York City, died in the September 11 attacks on the World Trade Center. This week we witnessed the distressing images and stories from Israel and Gaza, he remarked. And I'm sure you're wondering, who else could provide a comment on it besides Pete Davidson? Yeah, I guess I can relate to that topic. When I was just 7 years old, my dad was killed in a terrorist attack. So I have some firsthand experience with what that's like. I came across a lot of distressing images this week, showing the hardships faced by both Israeli and Palestinian children. It was really heartbreaking, and it brought me back to a really awful, awful place. It's just not fair for anyone, especially children, to go through something like that. Pete, with a mixed religious background, went on to tell a story about a time when his mother, in an attempt to lift his spirits after his father's passing, mistakenly thought she was putting on a Disney movie. Instead, I watched the hilarious stand-up comedy special Delirious by Eddie Murphy, who is also a former SNL cast member. Sometimes, comedy is like the only way to get through tough times. Davidson said, thinking of all those whose lives have been devastated this week. But tonight, I'm gonna do what I've always done in the face of tragedy. Try to be funny. Just a friendly reminder, I did mention try. Davidson went on to tell a story about how after his father's passing, his mother attempted to lift his spirits by showing him what she believed to be a Disney movie. Instead, I watched the hilarious stand-up comedy special Delirious by Eddie Murphy, who is also SNL alum. Just a friendly reminder, I did mention try. Following the opening credits, Davidson came back with a typical monologue. Davidson's words were generally well received on X, formerly known as Twitter, which has been buzzing with heated discussions about the war. Appreciate Pete Davidson and NBC SNL, expressed Robert Smigel, a former SNL survivor and observant Jew. Your opening was really genuine and uplifting, and the rest of the show was just what I was looking for. For a couple of hours, instead of the war, I couldn't help but laugh and ponder about diarrhea. Thanks. It made me feel proud to be an alumnus who is getting older quickly. The war was mentioned again during the weekend update segment. Man, what a week it's been for the world. Huh? But you know what? It's also been a great week for those random idiots who just can't help but share their completely unhinged thoughts. Wherever they go, joked anchor Colin Jost during the satirical news segment. It's strange how it's no longer on social media. I came across this 1,000-word essay titled, "How I'd Fix Palestine's" while browsing through a Yelp review of a Buffalo Wild Wings. Quite an unexpected find. Even world leaders who have the power to improve the situation are actually making it worse, Jost continued. For instance, ex-President Trump made a point of commending the terrorist organization Hezbollah, describing them as very intelligent. Well, in Trump's defense, he seems to believe that Hezbollah is the genie from Aladdin. Sometimes during our toughest moments, we discover comfort in the most unexpected of spaces. Comedy can serve as a guiding light, offering a glimmer of hope in our darkest moments. Just like after the events of 9/11, CLL made a remarkable comeback, showing us that laughter can heal, bring us together, and help us overcome tough times. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Ever found comfort in comedy during difficult moments? Let's hear your stories and come together to celebrate the strength of the human spirit, all while sharing a good laugh. Press the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos.